10 pounds. 10 pounds of ribs. This is just one. Half. All right, friends, so day 2 of pig butchering, and that is gonna entail us going ahead and packaging all of the meat that we cut up yesterday. We're gonna put it in the freezer. So we need to grab our table, and we're heading down to the basement to go ahead and start doing that. We are definitely gonna try to weigh all the meat that we have. We did give a lot of it away to all of our helpers. So we'll weigh what we got so we can let you know exactly how much meat we got from our 2 pigs. So come on along. All right, friends, so we're down in the basement. I have my refrigerator right here full of meat, plus the refrigerator upstairs in the pump house. I'm going to be using, this is the Lincoln Outfitters. I got it at Royal King here in Kentucky, and this is what I'm going to be using to weigh our meat with. And it can weigh up to 40 pounds, so we'll see how accurate it is, and I'll let you guys know how it did at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my station all ready. Let's go ahead and bring out this meat and start weighing and cutting and putting it into the freezer. All right, friends, so I got some freezer tape that we're going to be using to stick onto our freezer paper. So instead of the butcher paper, because I couldn't find it anywhere in our local stores, I did find freezer paper at Walmart, and it says it works just as well as butcher paper, so I'm going to go ahead and use this as well as the tape, and then we can label the meat with the tape, so you're able to label it. So we'll do that. Alright, let's get started. So yesterday we found out touching the fat of the pig is like grabbing a handful of Crisco, and it gets all over your hands and it's not easy to get off. So we're gonna wear gloves today so we don't have a huge mess, and we can take them off if we need to do something and not have to run upstairs, wash our hands every time. So first off, I've got some ribs here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half. We'll weigh them, and then I'll package them in nicer containers. And we also have tenderloins here that we did 4 cuts, and we're gonna cut these into smaller pork chop size, and my husband's gonna go ahead and cut these up, and we'll weigh these as well. Look at this meat. Look at how dark this is, and there's quite a bit of fat on here. This is the ribs. So I'm going to section these off into, no, I'm going to keep them like these 2 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up. 10 pounds. 10 pounds of ribs. This is just one. Half. Got our packaging all nicely. So now I'm going to go ahead and label it. Guys, this is definitely a learning process right here. It's going to take us some time to get it into the rhythm. But I've been here watching Billy from Her Pasture Farms on Sow the Land on how to wrap your meat in the butcher paper as well as the cellophane. So we're doing that first, and then I'm doing the wrapping in the butcher paper, and it is a process, but I think we're getting the hang of it. So what they said is you want to work from one corner to the other, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I've got it at an angle, and I'm going to go ahead and go up with my first, come to the side, pull it over, wrap it up, come to this side, fold it over, and then continue to wrap up. And there we have a nice little package. And I'll go ahead and tape it and label it. This is what one of the tenderloins looks like. We ended up giving away pieces of the other tenderloins to our friends that came and helped us out, and we kept the whole one of that one. So that's a lot of tenderloin right there. It's a lot of meat. Alright, friends, so we finished with this refrigerator. So we went upstairs and got all the meat from that refrigerator and put it in here. And now it's full once again. But look at the freezer. And it's really starting to come together. So I've got those 2 spaces down there, And then all this I'm gonna go ahead and put into our deep freezer that we have all the chicken in. I'll put all this in that freezer, and so I'll have all this space as well. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get all of the meat in this freezer. Fingers crossed. If not, neighbors are gonna be getting some meat, which they already are, but they're gonna get more than they thought they were gonna get. So, on to pig number 2, or refrigerator number 2. Friends, this is what we wanted. Look at this bacon. Look at how thick that fat is. I can't wait. All right, friends, day 3, and we are heading back down to the basement to finish processing our meat pigs. So let's head down. We got all our supplies. Check. All right, friends, so we're back in my laundry room to finish up with our meat. My husband had to go to work, so it's just gonna be me trying to finish up what's left in this refrigerator. Right now I'm working on the fat. I am trying to separate all of the meat out of the leaf lard and the big chunks of fat so that I can render that down later. I'm also preparing our sausage meat at the same time. So anything that has a lot of chunks of meat in it with fat, I'm going in and putting that into a pile to make sausage. So here I go, continuing to work. All right, friends, so we are done. We've got everything packaged up in our freezer, ready to go. So this was a long process. It took me the 3 days to get this all completely packaged up and put in the freezer, because I did get a comment by a subscriber, and she put it down in she did put it down in the comments saying that you want to separate, like do one layer and then wait an hour, let it freeze, then go again and put another layer, because it'd be too much on the freezer to put all this meat in at once. So it did take me a little bit longer to get it fully put together and in the freezer, because I wanted everything to make sure it froze properly. So yeah, look at all this wonderful meat we've got. I've got the ham hocks. I've got tons of pork roast. Friends, we are set. I want to say that we are set for the next year, but I know we're going to go ahead and get another meat pig probably soon, and that way we can go ahead and process that one around October, November, so we can do this again and get this all put back up for the winter. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and total everything up, and I will let you guys know in another video the exact total of everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.